Power to the pipes, ladies and gents. We're coming at you with obviously the third episode, or should I say the 135 episode of the Power to Talk podcast. Coming at you with the infamous, y'all know this baby, you know it, without a headlight, without a diffuser, single jab style system, Mr. Power 135. Sir, what can you tell us, brother? What can you tell us? Let's hear those pipes, bro. Yo, Danko. So, damn, what more do I need to say? Unless you talk pipes, you won't understand that ish, but we all good. Coming at you with the 135 and my homie, my brother, the guy that's been with me since the inception of the car, even before, Mr. Mo Tariq. My brother, what's poppin', homie?
What's happening, Mr. Power Pipes? So today, we've been with this car since the beginning, since before that. And man, it's been a journey, my brother.
A real journey, bro.
It's been a journey.
A real journey.
Let's start from the top, man. Why did we choose this 135 over many cars, over the 140, over the 240? Tell us why.
To be honest with you, right? And we discussed this thoroughly. We were out there looking for the 140s, Auto Trader, Cars.com, wada. But we weren't seeing any colors that were amusing us. Like, it didn't catch our eye to say, yo, this is the color.
Nothing was different.
Bro, how many of the boring colors are there on the 140s?
There's
we
only
have
white.
The white, the orange, the blue. I mean, like, how many more can you possibly be seeing of white, orange, and blue in a 140? Until we found the Glacier Silver 135. This color's basically only launched on the 135, which was another plus for it. And then from there, bro, it was game over, bro. That's where it all began.
My man, it's been good. It's been nice. But now, we've eaten 140s with this 135. Why don't you tell us about that?
Bro, from the inception, right? Our first mods, bro. I told you, Mo, listen, blood. We have the downpipe. We have the air filter ready. All we need is the car. So what did we do is gooi our downpipe in, gooi the air filter in, and made exceptional amounts of power. In terms of power, I mean, like, let me take you back to the first race we ever had with this car. And to me, was phenomenal. Look at this. Dude, that's gaps on gaps on gaps on gaps. And that blood was with just what? Downpipe and air filter. You know what I'm saying?
Not too much, not too little, and
but you know how we do. Correct hardware. We in it to win it. You know what I'm
power,
saying?
Man. Now, we knew this car could drag, bro. From that day, we knew it could drag. Like,
it was going.
But, bro, the only other thing a BMW and a BMW driver knows, we need to go round and round. Tell us how you spin this.
Bro, if the booty don't dance, you leave her at home, blood. You know how we do.
You know.
So in the beginning, when I got this car, it was actually like one of my first high-performance rear-wheel drive cars that I've had as my own personal car.
Yeah,
I've driven like customers' cars or whatever. I mean, like, there's always that limitation when you're driving other people's cars. You have to like look after it, respect it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a responsibility in your hand.
Power pipes.
But when I got this car, bro, yes, this was the first time I actually ever spun this car. And after this, bro, I was like, game over. This was the first time I ever threw this car. Figure 8's from day one, bro. How's that exit? Look at that exit, blah.
My man, that's
Mal. So that was basically the first time we spun the car, right? And then after that, you know.
Worse behavior, my man. It got worse and worse.
After
and
that,
worse.
it only got full on worse behavior. I mean, this was actually on Youth Day last year, where I decided to throw it like proper LSD style, right? Check this out. So this day, Mal. Bro. You know what they say, nah? It's always about the exits. You know? It's always about the exits. Like, you can be going whatever it is, but the control needs to be there always. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How you control it in, how you control it out, like all your exit speed, pretty important, you know?
So that was your downpipe air filter days. But my man, there's a long way from there. We did the dual.
Before even the dual step system, bro, I needed the car to have a full-on stance effect, right? So what did I do was I hooked up the H&R super lows, and we did the hub-centric aluminium spacers as well. Now that's what gave me the fitment. It just looks so fresh, bro. I mean, like, look at that booty, bro. It's tuck. It's how it goes. Just look at it. Let me zoom this thing in. Look at that, bro. Mal.
Nah, that's correct.
That gave us the fitment, you know? And the benefits of like just doing like, how can I say, H&Rs and your spacer kit, it gave me phenomenal handling. I mean, like, you know how this car used to sit in the bends.
Thicker.
It just held much better, you know, less body roll and stuff like that. And then, blood, we went over onto the dual Valvetronic system. Now, that system on its own was like something that like I've been designing for like a while, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't just want a normal, boring, how can I say, exhaust system that everyone has. So with that, we basically developed the dual Valvetronic system, which actually sounded pretty cool. In terms of the startup, right? This is actually one of the first times we ever started this car, bro. Listen to this. It was Mal on the first startup. And so with the Valvetronic system, we were able to basically make it quiet, make it loud, however we basically needed to, you know? So that gave us the opportunity that when we needed it to be loud, it would be loud. And when we needed it to be quiet, it'd be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be having a straight pipe system every single day of your life. I mean, it's going to give you a good couple of headaches.
Not yet, because we got to that.
Not yet. But soon after that, bro, we were like, what's next? You know? And this is actually the first startup. Deadly, bro. Deadly. And this was approximately about the beginning of like 2022 is when we decided to like basically go for that system. Was in 2022.
My man, we left the workshop around 6 o'clock. From 6 o'clock till at least 10 o'clock, we were driving around. We weren't talking.
No music.
Nothing. We started talking to the 135 and the 135 started talking back to us.
Bro, at the end of the night, we were literally like no cap. We were talking pipes.
Exhaust, my man.
All the bubbles and the gurgles, we knew the lingo. You know what I'm saying?
We understood it.
And like even the power that we received from that system, like even with that system, the reactions as well that we got from it was insane. Like this was a mate, well, basically somebody that stays on my street, right? And he was like always eager, Zach, when are you doing the exhaust? When are you doing the exhaust? And when I pulled up, bro, the soak lost his mind. Like, check the soak, bro. The soak was genuinely super happy.
Reacting to my exhaust.
You know, he's Obama. Danko. So that was like the reactions we got from just the dual Valvetronic system. And bro, even still with that system, we were still scropping the 140s. So this was obviously, so basically, you know how we do. If we build a system or whatever it is, we like to test the power that we make, right?
Yes.
So the first video that I played in terms of the first race we done, that was just downpipe and air filter, right? This was a race we did obviously now with the downpipe, the air filter, and the dual Valvetronic exhaust. And we were still pulling the 140s. Check this out. From launch, bro. Like from launch, from the get-go, we were gone. Like literally gone. This was actually a pretty good launch. Check it out. All the way, bro. All the way. After this system, like you said, bro, we were talking pipes. All we could understand was Mr. 135 Power's language, you know?
I understand, man.
It was crazy.
But brother, between the two of us, that didn't last too long because from that point on, we were sitting Ramadan time after Tarawih.
Yeah.
And my man, we put our two heads together.
And then it was crazy.
It was worse than crazy.
Because if you think about it, both of us, we all Japs, we like JDM cars. Like
Who
growing
doesn't,
up,
man?
Skylines, Supras, that was the in thing in the early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So with us being JDM kids at heart, it was like a no-brainer. We had an inline six turbocharged engine, which is very similar to obviously your inline six Skylines, turbocharged single turbo. And then the idea dawned upon us, and we were like, dude,
straight pipe.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's build a Jap-style exhaust system on a German car.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? And obviously like that, you had like a few people that were like, oh no, how could you do that? Da, 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 da. But at the end of the day, it's power pipes. We Jap can because we can.
Exactly.
Strictly. And like even like the response that we got from it. So we remember we showcased it at German versus Jap.
Yeah.
But before that, bro, after we had the exhaust in mind, right? And shout out to F82 Venom, who's actually the guy that we were scrolling on Instagram. We seen his Tomei Jap-style exhaust system on his F82. And after that, it was game over. We couldn't think of anything else. So if you look at the way he built his system here, right? It's very, very similar to how we've done ours in terms of your box placement, in terms of the tip style, So this is what he ran on his F82. And it looks very, very sick in my opinion. So after that, it was like a no-brainer. We have to do it.
Let's see it, man. Let's see it.
Jap-style system. And then after that, we were like, bro, it's not enough. What's next, Power? What's next? And then out of our bright ideas, we decided, hey, you know what? Let's remove a headlight and put an intake system in there. Like, why the hell not? You know what I'm saying? Let's just see what it does. And the response was insane. So the first dual valve system I built, right? That one actually went to another client of mine. So if you check this video here out, right? Both of these systems are mine. So the one on the white one that you see here. So the white one is running the dual valve system. And my one, it was just when I did the Jap style.
Custom systems, straight pipe, dual valve system. Bro, let's hear it.
Dual valve, right? And then worst behavior, last number, let's get it. But the intake though, the intake was next level, bruh. Listen to that. Just listen. What? Bro, after that, like the recognition we got from it was like just insane, The craziest thing, bro, we showcased it. We had it just in time for German. I think it was 2 or 3 days before German versus Jap, 2022. I think it was 2022, right? It was 2022.
100%.
We decided to showcase the car at German versus Jap, right? And the response, blood, like this video alone will tell you, bro, what was the car even doing? Like, look at the flames, bro. The flames that we got from the system was insane. Like, mal. Mal, bro. Then there's another one. Like when he threw this flame here, right? The craziest thing is I didn't even know the car was throwing flames. Like when I seen this video, I thought it was edited in the beginning. Like look at this. Bro. 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 Dude, when I seen that video, blah, honestly, right? I didn't know the car was throwing flames. The whole time I'm just out there revving the car. Owens are going crazy. So I thought, oh, maybe job well done. Until the next day, I seen that basically somebody posted a video of the car throwing flames. And I'm like, bro, is this stuff edited? And then I just started getting flooded with more and more and more videos. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even know the car was throwing flames.
Oh, man.
So I guess sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. In this case, we flame on, bro.
And we won, but my man, that exhaust was so exquisite. We had to go bigger and we had to go better.
We had to, but like the reactions we had from it also was like pretty insane. I mean, like guys were like, dude, you removed your diffuser to fit your exhaust.
Yeah.
Like this was just generally, Oaks, we were cruising down the street. I think it was, what night was it? I think it was a Friday night. We were in Greenside, I think it was. Bruh, and then we were just cruising down the road and we had these Oaks pull up to us. Like, remember these guys, bro? They were losing their nut. Like, what is going on? And we're just chilling. Look at this, Oaks.
RTD people.
Yes, yes. No, the definitely the front mount intake and the setup that we had was like, it was the one. Like we would be parking, like here's, I actually have one of the reaction videos. We were chilling, I think it was at Amarancha Dam, and we were just chilling, bro, and we had like this group of people that came up to us, and they're like, what's this? I'm like, whoa, I can't tell you, but I can show you. Look at these oaks, bro. Power to the people, bro. Power to the people.
Madness.
So that oak that you see on the right hand side, that oak actually burnt his hand with the exhaust. You know that? As we were revving, he went to touch it. He's like, dude, you burned me. I'm like, ish, bro, hurry. It's a occupational hazard.
It's hot, my man. It's hot.
Bro, like, but like after that, now the fan base that came across the car was like just superbly insane. Like I have young power fans, bro, like kids that are like 8 years old, not even 8, bro. I have one power fan that came to visit me. I think it was last week Saturday. This kid is young, bro. Check this kid out. It was like, this made my day, bro. Like just to show that you have a following of like, you know, the future generations coming up. Make us better role models.
How are you doing?
Good, good.
Touch my blood. Tell us what you say.
Power pipes don't go for life. Power pipes don't go for life.
You know. Thank you. Yes, which is your favorite car here? Show me quickly.
The power.
Thank you.
So like the fan base we got from it was pretty insane. And the power, like the throttle response that we were getting from the intake and the system. What car was it that we raced? It was the 240X Drive. Ladies and gents, let me hit you up with this story. So 240X Drive, right? B58, 4-wheel drive. We rolling with the N55 rear-wheel drive only. So obviously, you know, 4-wheel drive over rear-wheel drive, no brainer, 4-wheel drive is going to win.
It goes.
But it all comes down to the tools
driver.
and the man handling the tools. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, like this launch that we had on this car was just superb, bro. I mean, this race here caused a lot of controversy amongst the people, bro. They were like, nah, how can it be? Like from launch, bro. From launch, I out-launched a 4-wheel drive car. Look at this. How? All the way. Look at it.
Crazy, man.
Bruh, like from then, like the throttle response we were getting on it, to be chowing X-Drive 240s, 2020 model, you know what I'm saying? That's a strong car, bro.
Bro, even to stick with it.
That's what I'm saying. Like
did
even
well.
on launch-wise, like those things launch like a mother trucker. You know what I'm saying? Those things, they just launch 1, 2, 3 and they're gone, bro. Like
bro,
literally.
This is power pipes. We didn't just do Jap style. We went bigger, better.
So-
power pipes, my man.
You know how we do, bro. We can never just be like content with like just one thing, you know?
Nah.
It was always like something here, something there. And like the response on it alone was pretty insane. Like this drive-by that I've done here with the intake, like you hear the intake all the way through, air, better air, more power. Like listen to this. Bro. So like I said, bro, the power, the response, everything was just like on key. It was on form. We were happy where we were at that moment. But you know us, bro.
Hey, bro.
You know us.
It's worse.
It's
and
worse behavior.
and worse.
Worse behavior. So after that, we were like, okay, we have one Jap can. Why not put 2 Jap cans and see what happens from there? You know what I'm saying? And then we also had the dual Jap style system, but mainly and mostly just to hear what it would sound like, you know?
It was an experiment.
It was an experiment, bro. Like from the time, like when you had a lot of people, oh, how can you do that? Number one thing is it's marketing. You got to do the best and you know what I'm saying? Things out of the box.
We can.
Bro, we dual Jap can and we Jap can because we can.
We have to.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if not, why not?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It took me 2 days. Tell me you can build a dual Jap system in 2 days. If you can't, then ish, you know, it's how it goes, you know. But I guess like from then we had like a big following base or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it kind of took off from there.
But after that, it didn't stop. This is where we are. Quad pipe 135.
Quad piped 135. Power was phenomenal. But before we get into the Power 135 and its final form that it's now reached, like it's completely done now. I don't think there's much more we
Maybe
could
not
possibly.
final, maybe not.
Yeah, you know us, bro. We're gonna wake up with crazy ideas, get in the lab, and mad scientists are just
Yeah.
gonna go to work, you know? So now we're gonna basically be dealing with like a lot of the frequently asked questions.
All right.
Like guys that are
Let's
always
get
like,
it.
yo, Zach, why this, why that? Like there's a lot of frequently asked questions in terms of why we did it, how we did it, and you know what I'm saying? So in terms of your questions, right? We have quite a few of them that we have to go through. The guys on Insta, they were just loving it, bro. Like the responses I have from there was insane.
Yeah.
So now we're dealing with those frequently asked questions. So Avishkar_R asked, what do you have planned next for the car? So basically what we have planned next is nothing in terms of aesthetics. You know us, we have a couple of power mods in store.
Up
We'll
our
let you
sleeve.
guys know a little bit further on that one there. Then we had my bro Zayan7867. He's like, how much power does the Power 135 make? And is there any new plans for it? New plans, still into R&D, more power plans. And how much power does it make? I guess you're going to have to race me and find out. That's the only way to put it.
That's how we measure power.
She loves Zayan. What's under the hood? What's under the hood is a lot of power. Power to the pipes, power to the hood, power. You know how we done. Now, my guy, Kabir_Dalvi, is saying, kill all the B58 Supras. Well, we've been killing all the B58 140s. So we're going to touch the Supra. We're just going to touch base there soon. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what it does. Then we have the same guy, Kabir_Dalv, is asking, when you doing stage 3 plus, my brother? Now that's the plan, but we'll get there. And then we've got Yash_7. What's the most power the Power 135 makes? The most power the Power 135 makes is power to the power upon power and more than enough power. It can't have the most because it's only going to be getting better and better and better. Rowan Wee, where do you buy your tires? I also want to spin my car. Dude, tires are expensive, bro. And like with the spinning that we do, we're going through tires like what, every 2-3 months, give or take.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if there's any tire sponsors out there, shout out your boys out here. We can represent. Let's collab. Let's work. Let's get it done. Then we have Pool_L_J_R. What engine is it running? So currently now it's running the stock N55 135, stock N55 inline 6-cylinder turbocharged at current, but that might change. That might not change. Who knows? What's the kilowatts? Nishan asked, what's the kilowatts? The kilowatts that it's making, I'd say easy with stock turbo, which is pretty damn decent. With the correct setup, you gotta get those tires, guys. Gotta put drag tires on. Most important. Then we have Ghost_NA. What inspired the choice of a BMW rather than any other car? So basically, growing up, BMW has been in our family or generations for a long time. So when I told my dad, yo, dad, I want a different car aside from a BMW, he said simply, son, BMW is in our stable. We know BMW. It's going to be a BMW. But if I could have had it my way, or if I obviously did digress from there, I was actually looking at the Supra. I kind of like the new Supra. But at the end of the day, it's still a BMW. So we on point. And then we have Zara Kaji_. What or who inspired you to get this car? So when we were looking into getting these cars, right? There's a lot that actually inspired me. Like the 135 specific shape in general is legendary, you know? Like the 240 only came now recently, you know? So the 135 was like BMW stable from like the E82. You know, the coupe shape.
Yes.
Like, so it has like this legendary stigma to it. Then we have Dula asking, How long was the process of getting it to the stage it is now? It took me at least about 2 to 3 years to get it to where it is in the final form. Tahir_Tofi wants to know, did you lock the diff or install a 1M LSD? My brother, let's just say the magician never reveals his tricks. Are you running on drag tires? Bowe's 4065 is asking. Drag tires, optional, not all the time. But semi-slicks is always a win. You know, you can ride your daily yourself to work and boost yourself home. Why not? Young_Isaac is asking, why did they take out the big exhaust? So we took it out obviously now because we were looking for something different, something new. Honestly, like the whole Jap style system, after a while, it kind of got a bit old. You'll agree with me. I tune you, Mo, bro, listen, I'm getting a bit tired now. Like I need something new, you know? So in terms of the big exhaust pipe, look, I still have it here. It's actually here behind me. If you guys just take a look, squiz over there. She's still around, eh? She's still around. Would you ever make it Jap style again? Juju, the Arab, is asking. Like I said, the system is there. If you want me to do it Jap style now, we can just, why not, bro? Let's do it. And then, what stage Mohammed is asking? It's basically now on a stage 6, load shedding, stage 7, plus additional load shedding of stage 8.
Let's go.
So here Mohammed is asking, how much horsepower is the 135 pushing? I'd say a good decent couple of horses, depending how strong your horse is. And then let's see, right. So now, yeah, here's your question, bro. When are we doing the big turbo conversion? Obviously, now you know the next step. Why are you letting the people know already?
Nah, man, I want to know as well.
It's coming. You'll be the first to know. When I say, Mo, it's coming. Overnight parts from Japan.
Yes.
You know? Then we have Zakwan Makta also asking, when's the big snail coming? Don't worry, Zach. We'll hit you up as soon as we have any info. We'll let you know when's the delivery address. You can track the order. Make sure it gets here on time. And we have also Yazid_30. Why you never take me for a drive in it, bro? If you don't ask, you won't receive. But you know where to find me. Come through anytime. Let's hit it. MSP_Nakil. A little birdie told me about plans for a RB. Plans for RB wouldn't be too bad, eh, Mo? Like, think about it.
Maybe, man. But
why not?
But bigger power.
Maybe we leave that on like stage 5.
Yeah.
RB power. Right? And then we have also Kabir_Tofi asking, would you wrap the 135? The 135, I would basically wrap it. But the thing is, we got to look for like a very specific color. Like if I'm going to wrap the baby, I'm not just going to wrap it in anything. It has to be a very, very specific color that I'm going to go for. And we also have Rida, who's asking, what made you go for the 4-pipe? So Mo, you can answer that one. What made us go for the 4-pipe?
Well, man, it was me. I made us go for this 4-pipe.
Exactly.
If not, why not? We seen it online, another inspiration. We don't know who exactly, but my man, we knew we could do it better.
Yeah.
And we knew we could do it while making power.
Yeah.
So why not, my man?
Exactly, bro. If not, why not?
Exactly.
And then we also had the custom diffuser built up as well, just to accommodate the 4 pipes. So now, guys, we can hit it up with the walk around. Come check this out. Let's give you an in-depth look into the Power 135. If not, why not? Let's get it. Now, ladies and gents, for the final segment of our show, we're going to be giving you guys a full walk around onto the 135 and what we've done with it in its final form. Like I said, we've been through extensive exhaust builds in iron that we've done in it, starting with the dual valve system, all the way down to the single jab system, dual jab system, headlight delete intake. And I personally feel like now the way she's come together is more complete. So the number one thing that we've done that is the most noticed and the biggest change that I've done on the car, aside from the wheels, was the exhaust setup. So what we've done simply with the exhaust is we built a 4-pipe exhaust system that I've obviously now taken a lot of inspiration from the M2. As the M2, obviously the non-comp M2 has the N55 engine, which is basically the same engine that we're running in this car. So I took a lot of inspiration in terms of the exhaust design with the 4-pipe setup. Tips-wise, we went with something very much BMW original, nothing too flashy. The object of the car was to make it look like a 1M that BMW clearly should have made. Because, I mean, the 4 pipes on this 1 series, especially this specific shape, really does a lot to the car. In terms of also your diffuser, we did a custom diffuser to accommodate the 4-pipe setup, just to give it a bit more of that unique type of feel. And with this whole setup, it's brought out so much body lines on the car that previously I wasn't noticing. Like, for example, this line that you have running across there, this line that runs across the boot, it just accentuates it to an effect that it looks like I've changed the rear bumper, whereas I haven't changed the rear bumper. The rear bumper is still the stock bumper, but it's just so crazy what pipes and a diffuser, let me correct that, it's crazy what a power pipes and a diffuser does to the rear of the car. So that basically covers more the exhaust mod that I've done on the car. And then in terms of the wheel setup, check this out. So we have VSXX, which is a work wheel Japan made. So these wheels are 3-piece split wheels, meaning that they can come apart in 3 separate ways. So check this out. This is the wheel that I've run on now. It's the VSXX. Shout out to my boy Shai down at Wheel Freaks. He hooked me up with the wheel in terms of sourcing the wheel, test fitting the wheel, going on the tire size. We sat with him, I think it was a day before German versus Jap 2023. And we were sitting there for like half a day, seeing what spacer adapts, seeing what's the best fitment. And obviously, the guy that he is, he hooked me up with the best, always, only the best, for the best. My boy Shahid, much love, my brother. So, covering the wheel now in general, coming towards basically the front. Not anything new that I've necessarily done, but just something that I like to maybe point out. I've done the M Performance mirror covers in carbon fiber. That's been done. Along the front, I've done basically just a nice M Performance front lip on the car. Now, a lot of the times you get the guys that do these things and you have this big, ugly, chunky front lip that's on the front of the car. It just doesn't look good. So what I did was I went for a more slimline M Performance BMW original kind of front lip just to accentuate the front. Not too much, not over the top, but just, just a little bit of that spice. You know what I'm saying? So that covers the front, the wheel of the car. In terms of the front windscreen, I've done something pretty cool in terms of the tinting. Gives it more of that VIP type of feel, Also on hot days, it's saving you from the sun that's entering the car. Keeps the car much cooler in general. And yeah, ladies and gents, I think that basically concludes the walkthrough that we've done on the Power 135. We hit up a customs lip as well. And, just gotta hit it with just that subtle branding, it's the small things in life that go a long way. And yeah, so ladies and gents, that concludes the Power to Talk episode 3. Much love to you guys. Also, we have hidden a number plate somewhere in the video. First viewer that spots the number plate, comments it, will win 50% off Power Pipes merchandise. In terms of downpipes, exhaust, whatever it is you want, you got 50% off. Spot our number plate. Ladies and gents, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We'll check you guys on the next one. Let's get it.